Hi everyone, McBride Fun112 here. Today we're looking at kind of a detailed review of the Panzer IV Schmalterm. This is the Tier 6 German premium medium tank. It costs 3,750 gold. 3,750 gold, which is about 15 pounds slash like $20, I suppose, slash 17 euros maybe. Sorry, I've got a really dry throat today. Um, but I like this tank. Of course it's a premium tank, so it's going to be kind of better than the rest. Oh, my voice. But it's still great. I love this tank because you get in games up to tier 8, and you still do damage. You got Dresden here. Don't know why I put Dresden in this lovely camouflage. I've got my crew trained up as well, but it's good. It does damage. You can do a lot of damage in this. You have the 75mm KWK 44/1L 70. It's not a great gun. It's a good gun. It's probably not the best out of the tier 6 mediums. But it's got decent penetration. There's no research tree because it's premium. But there are the stats. 150mm penetration. That's more than ample for the tiers you're getting in. You start struggling a bit at tier 8. But if you aim for weak spots like the commander's hatch and other weak spots on the tank, then you can still penetrate and do damage. Let's have a look at the overall stats of the vehicle. I'll talk about the armor first. So turret, you can just see it kind of. There's a line of armor there. That's 120mm of armor on the front around the turret. I would look at this in Tank Inspector, but I can't even be bothered. Then the edge of the turrets, you got 60, and the rear of the turret, you have 60. It's not much angling. There's a bit on the sides here. You got tiny angle. You can bounce shots though. But if you're in the right position, you can bounce shots with almost any tank. The hull armor is a bit weaker. You have 80 at the front, 30 on the sides, and 20 at the back. These side skirts, by the way, they're purely for visual effects. They don't do anything. They did in real life, but in World of Tinky Tonks, they don't do anything. Engine 300 horsepower, Maybach, HL 120 TRM V12. So yeah, let's have a look at some of the overall statistics. 730 hit points. With that, you're at the top end of tier 6 mediums. In fact, you have both the highest and the lowest in the Germans. You have the highest, which is the VK 3002M, that has 760 hit points, and the lowest, the VK 3001P, which only has 610 hit points, but dear me, it has slightly more armor, but not much really. So I'll just go ahead and compare these tanks. As you can see, the Panzer IV does have a pretty weak engine. Now, it's not that bad. It's not too much of a problem. You still apparently do 48, although off-road, you're not going to hit 48 really at all. But it does have a better gun. Paz, you have that 150mm of penetration and 135 average damage. And like many of the German tanks, many of their guns have quite a low alpha damage, which is kind of a pain, because especially if you're in a tier 8 game and you're up against tanks like the Tiger, which has 1,400 hit points, 14 shots, kind of average, give or take, to kill a tank, in that time he's probably gonna destroy you, or another tank if you're spotted. But yeah, view range is 370 millimeters. What have I got fitted to the tank? At the moment, all I've got is a medium caliber tank gun rammer. I think the reload time is about 5 seconds. So this takes it to about 4.87, if I remember correctly. Which I probably don't. My crew skills, sixth sense, camouflage. Don't know why I did that. Smooth ride, situational awareness, and repairs. Also, I'm considering getting additional grousers, to improve performance off-road because it is terrible. And also maybe coated optics or an enhanced gun lane drive. The aiming time's not too bad. It's what's Cascade the aiming time 2.3. So yeah, I think that's about it for looking at it in here. I've probably missed lots of stuff, but you know, I don't care. Oh yeah, it has quite a slow turret traverse. Only 24 degrees a second, but it does have a quite fast traverse speed of 36 degrees a second, which kind of compensates for it. So yeah, I'm gonna pop in and we'll have a look at a couple of games I had in this. So yeah, I'll be back. Okay, so here we are in the replay. We're on Erlenberg. It was on the tip of my tongue. So this is a tier 7 game. They got some ISs. We've got some. Let's see if my tank identification. I think that's a KV1. Yeah, that's a KV1S. Yeah, that is VK 3001. Yeah, yeah. Stug. Don't know French tanks. So yeah, you know, just customary AFK at the beginning. So I decided to head over to the right side to like the valley, because of my Welsh heritage. It's not the best start to a game ever, but you know, and here you can see that the old Panzer 4S is pretty slow off-road. And you can see I'm just doing some high tense, some I don't know. I do not know what to say. So you can see getting 25. Apparently it goes 48. We are going uphill, slightly uphill. No, we're not picking up a bit of speed, but you know. So I was gonna push initially, but I decided not to. They've got lots of KV1s. Actually 152, you know, they've got lots of dangerous tanks. And no one else has really gone this side. We've got, who's that over there? We've got, oh god, what did I do? I paused it. We've got KV1 and a Stug as my support-ish. But they're not really doing such a great job. So I decided to sit here and then I take a ghost shot from the top of the hill and then T49 appears, yeah, T49, and I take a couple of hits. Luckily, thanks to that armor, let's see, I do bounce a couple of his shots, but he does get a couple of penetrations, and I've already lost a lot of HP, so I've lost my engine. I'm not going to use my large repair kit, because it's not worth it, but now we're even slower. This is kind of like DW2, Der Bergschwagen Einschwei performance. But then there's a T1 Heavy, and I don't know what he's doing. He's sitting up on that hill. I know that's a VK 3601H. So I aim for his commander's hatch. Whether that's where it hits or not, I don't know. So I get a couple of hits on him, and he's not too desperate to get out of the way. I blind fire there because he's disappeared. Don't get a hit. So we've still got that T49 to the right of me. I'm showing my lovely side, only got 30mm of armor, so if he does come over that hill, I'm pretty forged. I do start looking for a better position. I was thinking of falling back to that house over there, and then I spot the comet. Get a hit on him, 1 hit, 2 hit, that's quite a big hit, 336 damage. And luckily no one else seems to be able to penetrate him, and I get the final shot. So it is, it's good. It's a good tank, and then that T-49 appears. It's a good tank for sniping early on, and then kind of playing more like an assault tank later on. But so now there's this T-49. Now he's given me a couple of hits, and I'm almost on half HP. In fact, yeah, I'm under half HP. So I slowly start backing away. I do look around for cover, and I'm trying to edge myself towards those houses. If he comes over the hill now, he can probably put a shot into my side, but no, he's gone down there. Maybe I should have taken the shot earlier. And then is it something else nasty comes over the hill any second now. So I'm slowly backing off. I'm taking a lot of shots, and there is... Let's have a look. Oh, paused it again. There's a VK 3601H. Finally destroyed the thingy-majiggy, the T-49, and I take a hit from the VK 3601H, and then something else is firing me, and I'm hiding. Me and this VK 3001H are hiding here, and then this is when the T1 Heavy appears. Yeah, I'm backing away behind this rock, trying to get some cover, and now, it's probably pushing down that valley, and I'm probably in big trouble. I'm looking for shots to take. You can see, lands a hit, start trying to hide, and then kind of scrape a bit closer to this rock. That was close. They've got no artillery, so I'm safe from that, but there's definitely something that knows where I am. It's probably that VK 3601H, but then T1 Heavy appears, and this is just cray cray. Is that Cascasela? Yeah. So I get 1 hit. I get 2 hits. No, not 2 hits. Initially I was aiming at the engine, but then I decided to aim just at the central mass because it's not that accurate, and then I start taking hits from somewhere else, but I'm pretty determined to get this kill and finish off the T1 Heavy. But then I use my repair kit, and here comes the VK 3601H. Trying to predict where he's going to be, but I look away, and I should have just bounced 1 hit, so I know he's there. I'm trying to hide, and then any second now he's going to pop up. Come on, pop up. Pop up, there he is, and I can't get out of the way in time. And that's my lot. So 3 kills. It wasn't a bad game. Let's go and have a look at the results of that game. So there we go. It's a victory. This was my first win of the day, I believe, which is why I got an insane amount of XP. Got 2,246 XP and 42,000 credits. You can see 5 penetrations on that T1 Heavy, 3 on the VK 3601H, which I think that's the guy that killed me eventually. Yeah, not too shabby. So let's have a look at the team scores. Okay, so like I was saying, this is a good tank for dealing damage, even in a tier 7 game. Did 1,643 damage. That's more than the Panzer, more than the ARL 44, more than the SU 152, which those 2 tanks didn't even die. So That's pretty decent. Almost did more damage than any of the enemy team, but that T-29 did a fraction more, probably just about one hit more than me. So yeah, not a bad game, and you know, as it is a premium tank, it's a good tank. I like it. It's good for training your crews and just farming money, which I did very successfully in this game. So that is another World of Tanks video done. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Adios.